Here's something to rack your brains over. LinkedIn is pretty much dead. Hello there, digital realm. I am the eccentric Aussie Gabriel, and you're watching the show that questions all things digital. Let's see what we'll talk about today. Holy crap. At the time of writing this, Microsoft has just bought LinkedIn for, get ready for it, $26 billion.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
So, let's talk about this briefly. The obvious questions are: 1. Does it expand the Microsoft total addressable market? And 2. Does this asset align with their core business and overall sense of purpose? Their answer, not mine. Yes. And I quote, "We are in pursuit of a common mission centered on empowering people and organizations. This combination, LinkedIn and Office 365, will make it possible for new experiences such as a LinkedIn newsfeed that serve up articles based on the project you are working on, and Office suggesting an expert to connect with via LinkedIn to help you with the task you're trying to complete." Whoa, Microsoft. Okay, well look, slow down, buddy. Look, let me ask you. Is this a smart move? Well, as an example, I was scrolling through LinkedIn again because I use my time wisely, and I came across this interesting post by...
I had to censor all mentions of this person's name due to LinkedIn privacy issues.
Big, bold, and rather ominous looking. So it was hard to miss. Ooh, I know. I should make this video's thumbnail in the same vein. Okay, so add the title of the video here, right? Now I'll lower the contrast a little bit, maybe make an effect to make it a little darker. That's perfect, great. Now add maybe a LinkedIn logo here. Now put a bullet hole through it and some blood. Alright, now for good clickbait material, I need to make a position that sums up the title of the video and will capture the user's attention in the thumbnail. Oh, I got it. Ready? Nailed it! And away! Apart from the grim hashtag on the post, the content of the post itself elaborated further issues with the social platform. With alarming frequency, I'm seeing women posting suggestive, inappropriate photos on LinkedIn. My inbox is filled with spam and strange men asking me out on a date. Network notifications increasingly feature math problems and political propaganda, and I've reached my LinkedIn blocked people limit. LinkedIn's utility as a business networking site is rapidly waning. I suspect I'll quit soon, just like I did Facebook 4 years ago. Whew. Wow, so some parts of issues I can relate to, others obviously I cannot. But regardless, they speak loud and clear the issues a lot of professional LinkedIn users such as myself are facing. Inappropriate images, videos, and posts in news feeds, usually of a sexual nature. Inbox spamming, usually people trying to sell you goods or services. Inappropriate messaging, mainly men trying to use LinkedIn as a dating site. Network notifications with opinionated and pointless clickbait topical posts. The community aesthetic of LinkedIn slowly declining in professionalism. I like to add one of my own points here too. And a hunting ground for recruiters. That is not to say that I am not thankful and flattered for getting job offers and interview requests, especially from managing directors, but when I constantly have recruiters grabbing my info and throwing me aimlessly into pointless roles that somewhat fit my skill set without any real consideration, or asking if I know anyone who would fit the bill, I find this kind of annoying. It demonstrates just lazy recruitment skills, although that's probably a separate issue altogether. So let's get back on topic. Has some incredible insight to consider, especially regarding the messaging system. Spam has been the issue of any online user since the dawn of the internet. Every social platform has this issue, and it's due to the open nature of social media and the ability to connect to anyone through it. Inappropriate emails and posts are also of the same nature. Well, I've touched upon a lot of the negative aspects of LinkedIn, haven't I? So let's throw in some yin to that yang and look at some of the positive aspects. CareerAttraction.com created a list with several points that really stood out to me. Finding a job. Your LinkedIn profile is practically a dynamic resume you can update with a few clicks and make live within seconds. It's brilliant! This is the clear distinction this social platform has over others like Facebook. It's customizable, well presented, and observable to anyone who searches your name. So it's great for building your personal brand as well as applying effectively and quickly to positions posted in the job section. Much easier and simpler than something like Seek, for example, where you need to upload a new CV document every time your experience and training changes. Oh, such a hassle. Using as a research tool and expanding your connections. connections. I think these 2 points work hand in hand, as you can now research and discover many unique details of your potential new employer, and then connect and show interest in their industry and company, as career attraction specifies. As an added bonus, post-interview you can send your connection requests to your interviewers to stay connected and build your network further, even if you don't get the job. I know many employers that use this as a test of character and to gauge your level of enthusiasm, research skills, and attention to detail. Well, this gentleman seemed right for the job, but he seemed pretty clueless as to what our values as a company were. Whereas Miss Johnson here knew exactly what I was talking about and was on top of everything. Plus, she knew I had a dog and bought him a little Armani suit. Well, it's no competition. Hillary, call Miss Johnson, tell her she's got the job. Theodore, I'm taking Theodore for a walk. Come on now, let's try on your new suit. Would that be nice? You should be nice. Yes. Let's bring this back to now and weigh in the good versus the bad. To help me with this, I've brought in the big guns when it comes to creative business, the very knowledgeable and totally awesome LinkedIn expert, Monica Davidson. I still think LinkedIn is useful for creative business, as we're an interesting anomaly in this very blue suit corporate world, but it won't work if you are passive or inauthentic. People are definitely sick of being hassled by recruiters or impersonal CRM systems. Use it to connect with people genuinely and stay informed about what's going on with your clients and peers. If you do, there's real power in a thoughtful and personalized LinkedIn presence. Wanting more from Monica? Drop her a line at creativeplusbusiness.com. There's so much you can learn about creative marketing from her site alone, it's overwhelming. So here's the big question. Will this lead to the eventual death of LinkedIn? Well, no. I don't think so. You see, every social platform out there had very humble beginnings and a completely different goal in mind when their creators first launched them to the web. Mark Zuckerberg created the Facebook just as a college database tool so that students within Harvard campus could communicate with each other, find out who's dating who, and put faces to names they hear around campus. Now it's got over a third of the world's population on it, and their goal has shifted dramatically, i.e. they want the whole world to connect and for the human race to be one giant community, or so Mark says. YouTube was going to be a video-based dating site of all things. Now it's the largest sharing platform on the internet, and anyone can post and share anything they want. Not to mention Google buying them out. So I think we all need to keep in mind one thing. Let's not be afraid of change. Change is good, especially on the internet. Every website, every social platform has its issues, faults, and shortcomings. But as we've seen with other platforms, they address these over time, and usually the smartest and most innovative people in the digital space come up with ingenious solutions. Plus, with Microsoft now owning LinkedIn, you can be sure that this merger will bring in hundreds, if not thousands, of experts to the table to drive the social platform onto brighter and greater horizons. I mean, seriously, if you'd asked me only 3 years ago if I thought LinkedIn was worth being on, I would have said, LinkedIn, that'll never amount to anything. My, how times have changed. Anyway, to sum things up about this whole Microsoft buying LinkedIn, here's a quote from another LinkedIn expert, Viveka von Rosen. I've talked to many of my Silicon Valley friends, and most think this is a great move. It buys LinkedIn more resources, and my hope is that means we'll get more of those great services we have lost over the years back. Signals and update analytics, anyone? So what's your opinion on this, lovely people? Do you think that LinkedIn has still got a lot of growth and improvement to become a business social superpower the size of Facebook now that Microsoft owns it? Or will it become a shadow of its former self, slowly dying and decomposing into a social graveyard inhabited by the likes of MySpace and Friendster? I don't know. Let me know below. And feel free to like, share, subscribe, follow me, tweet me, follow, hashtag, whatever it is that people do on these things. Do that. See you next time, guys. Can update within a few seconds and make live.